It aired, the mayor's wife, Angela, thought her husband was in a car on the way to the airport, so she thought it was true. When the mayor's staff heard about the prank, they demanded a retraction.
We asked them to pull it, and they said, no, we're not going to pull it. And they said, no, we're going to go along and go ahead with it. Then we called the general manager back, and we're going to take our phone calls.
I caught up with the DJs outside their Westboro studios. You think saying the mayor was dead was crossing the line?
You see that quick swish?
Yeah, the little swish
you
of the
did,
hair.
right?
Well, it's
because the camera was on. No, the camera was on his left side, so you want to make sure they got a good profile.
Hey.
Make sure the hair wasn't in the face.
He's got the little necklace on going, little chest showing. The jacket's too big.
The hair was in my eyes.
Did you carry a brush then?
No.
Back pocket?
I haven't combed my hair in at least 25 years.
Look at that, smiling.
It looks like a brush look. It looked like you got a brush.
I did not brush my hair back
Yeah, it
then.
does.
I did not own a brush. I did not own a brush.
That's an early 80s Florence Henderson do.
Well, I was growing it out, you know.
It's a blow dry and a brush.
Yeah,
think
blow
so?
dry. But, and then carry the brush with you to work just in case it gets a little wild, the hair.
I didn't brush my hair.
Put on a long song, get into the bathroom,
Go in
open
the bathroom,
mirror.
yeah.
All right.
Talk yourself up in the mirror. Looking good, buddy.
Whatever allows you to sleep better at night, whatever.
I think that's true.
I do too.
Yeah, okay. I was growing my hair out.
I don't know.
It was going through the awkward stage until I got it just,
But see, in
just
that
right.
picture, though, it doesn't look awkward. It looks well groomed. It's almost like he just got it.
Really?
It's like a blonde helmet.
And he knows how good he looks because even with all this going on, not a care in the world. Look at that smile on his
Still,
face.
I'm winning $1 million smile.
Yep.
Little conch necklace.
Well, because this stupid fuck that we're looking at right now is thinking, we're untouchable.
Right.
The ratings are unbelievable. Now we're getting fucking news coverage all over the place. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it going, do your stupid interview. We'll be back on the radio Monday.
No.
He probably got into the elevator and he slapped Ant on the arm. He said, Ant, my man,
Yep.
there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yep. That, buddy, is how you get a raise.
Let me tell you something else. You see those elevators?
Yep.
This was the last time we were in that building, which makes this even funnier because I have not a care in the world because I'm thinking, we'll be back.
Oh, yeah.
And they did their interview. We went downstairs to our cars, and that was it. We never entered that building again.
Look how happy he looks in that picture, Opie, that he's getting. I think it's half because we get good publicity, and also he's like, I'm having a great hair day, and I'm on TV. My hair looks amazing this morning.
He's like, good thing I took a break in the 5 o'clock hour to give myself an extra brush.
I'm sure that thought went through my head. Thank you.
Do you think he carried a brush?
I didn't
He definitely
carry a
did.
brush.
That's why his jacket's so big. There were hair products on the inside pockets.
Oh yeah,
and
I
stuff.
definitely cut the brush on the inside. You're not going to put the brush out on the council, you know, because
No.
someone's going to make fun of it. But you hide it, and you go, I'm going to the bathroom, and you sneak a quick little brush in.
Right.
I'll admit to this. I might have used a little too much conditioner.
No.
No
A
way.
little too much.
The life and the
little too much-
bounce in that hair, it's
a
well
little
worth
too much
it.
hair
Yeah.
conditioner.
What would you do, like an Alberto VO5 treatment, like one of those treatment things?
It was like, I think it was Pert 2-in-1. And we weren't making any money yet.
I think that was a salon trip.
That's a salon trip
I think
hairdo.
so. Yep.
Really?
I think so.
All right.
That almost looks like he got his hair cut right before he went on the air, and they blew it out for him.
You know what probably happened?
Knowing that I was going to get
Yeah,
some
because
press.
how does his
Yeah.
hair look that good when he put headphones on for 4 hours doing a show?
Absolutely, that's
He
a
definitely-
hairbrush.
after the show.
Went in
This
the
must have been
yeah.
after the show. He went in the bathroom and he combed his hair.
Guys, there's a news crew outside. All right, I'll be right there.
He probably literally he went on the air.
Yeah.
He said the mayor's dead.
Yeah.
And then booked an appointment to get his hair cut
Yeah.
at a salon
That's
because
exactly
he knew
right.
in
the-
case the
the
press will be
news
outside
started,
and they
yeah.
interview me
You know.
somewhere.
Of
knew.
course, that's what I did. Yes, exactly.
You know.
I'll admit to maybe a little hairspray. A little bit.
All right, well, no, you
A
have to.
little
When your
hairspray.
hair that long, you gotta.
I will admit
That's
to
all
that.
right.
Just a little bit.
Just keep everything in place.
No brush, too much conditioner, and a little hairspray. That's what I will admit to today.
I don't know. That looks brushed.
That looks brushed to me, yeah.
It just looks brushed. Blown out and brushed.
Very brushed very well, by the way.
Can we go back in and just see the head? Because there's that little flip. That's a hair with luster and life and
Yeah.
bounce.
Yeah, that's not somebody who doesn't brush his hair. That's somebody who really is prideful.
Tucked
of
in
it.
shirt, jacket too big.
Because Pert used I think Pert used to make like a shiny hair version. Like they had different color hair.
Yeah.
So you had the blonde, shiny. That's
Right.
what you used.
That's
A
a
nice coat like a collie.
that's a very famous leather jacket. That's what I wore on the Demented World CD cover.
Oh.
And I still have it to this day.
Yeah, you should have said that. I'd sell that.
What do you think of the sizing on it?
Perfect. If you know what I mean, for a man twice his size, it's a perfect jacket.
You should put that on eBay, and if the brush is still in the pocket, you'll
I
get
don't
even
have
more
a
money.
brush.
Yeah.
No brush.
Yep.
Tell Ari to wait 1 second. That we're going to break, and we'll get to him. All right. Go ahead. Play the rest of this, Sam.
The DJs outside their Westboro studios. Yeah. You think saying the mayor was dead was crossing the line, though?
Yeah. I feel bad that the mayor's, wife heard it. Who knew that the mayor's family is fans of the Opie and Anthony show?
Used to be.
Honestly, I think...
I love how you're looking in the camera.
You know why? Because like, this is the early days where, TV cameras.
Right, you're not sure
I'm not
where to
fucking
look.
used to them at all. And all of a sudden that light went on, and I just went into
Is that an earring?
Yeah.
I was still wearing earrings back
A
then.
hoop earring, one or two
Well,
you have.
I used to have 3 in my left ear. But
No, you didn't.
At one point, yeah. Then I went down to 2. Then I went down to 1. Then I realized, wow, you really look like a fucking dick.
You had 3? How many did you have in your belly button?
You got a little diamond stud.
You had an earring.
I did, but it was...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Jimmy,
For
no,
about 6
no
months, and I
earrings?
got rid of it.
No.
It was all the rage.
Yeah, cool.
For a while.
That's why I didn't do it. My father never had an earring. I didn't have one.
Oh,
No.
my dad, he was old school. He didn't understand the earring thing.
Yeah, but your dad never
was not happy about it.
blew his friends under the deck.
Well, there is a separation there. You raise a good point. It's a valid point. We do part company in early life.
I like that direct eye contact. It's like you're giving a shout out. Shout out to the mayor's wife for being a fan of the show.
Yeah, the little chuckle. The little I'm going to beat this rap chuckle.
Yeah.
What you see in that shot there is complete fear. I'm like, oh my God, how many people are going to see this? Oh my God.
Let's watch. This was good.
Sure.
The Opie and Anthony show.
Used to be.
Yeah. I feel bad that the mayor's, wife heard it. Who knew
You
that
hear
the
the
mayor's
quiver in the
family
voice?
is fans of the Opie and Anthony show?
Then I got it together just in time.
Right, you
to
were
get
like-
a sound bite out there.
You were talking to yourself and going, Opster, you gotta have a little edge on this.
My
You gotta
brain
have a
went
little edge."
completely blank when I realized, oh my God. Oh my God.
And looking back though, are you proud of the way you handled that?
Sure, why not?
You are, right?
Yeah, let me
Probably because
You
you
guys are
look
like
so
two
good.
immature kids just giggling.
Yeah.
I love. Yeah,
We were way
They're like,
too
"Look at
old to
these-
be
It's
immature
great though. I
kids.
love this.
Yeah.
We're way too old.
I think you're
I
late
love it,
30s
though.
by this point.
Not late 30s.
Just a couple of immature 40-year-olds.
It wasn't that. Jesus.
Honestly, I think it's stupid. I think anyone who listens to our show for the last 3 years knows what we're all about. We've done pranks like this for the last 3 years.
We apologize to the mayor and his family.
I am sorry, mayor and family. Seriously.
I will not.
Seriously.
Yeah. That's what you say when you don't mean it.
Yeah. You would have said Mayor Menino if you meant it, not
Yeah,
sorry, Mayor. You
yeah.
just name the title.
Mayor and family. Seriously. Sorry.
Yeah.
Accept the apology this time because they went too far. I have a great sense of humor, and but this is more than this is not a laughing matter at all.
Now, the mayor plans to file a complaint with the FCC, and he may even sue the radio station. WAAF management
What a
said
broad-shouldered
they've
man.
offered
Holy
to
fuck.
let the mayor throw pies in the DJs' faces to raise money for charity. But tonight, Opie and Anthony told me they will not go along with that.
Wait, who wanted to throw the pies?
Station manager.
Oh, the station manager offered
That's
the
how
mayor.
that's how they were going to try to save our careers.
To throw
in Boston.
pies.
They came up with this idea, and they sent out a press release. They're like, "Look, I don't know. We'll get you down to like Faneuil Hall, and we'll put you in the stocks, and we'll have the mayor and everyone who wants to throw pies in your face while you're locked up." And I'm like, "Holy fuck! No one's going to go for this. You're making this thing completely ridiculous now."
Yeah.
And then we went on the air. They're like, you just got to go with this. We're trying to save your jobs. This is what we think is going to, save you. And we went on the air the next day because we did get one more show in. And we're like, we're not fucking letting the mayor or anyone else throw stupid pies at our face. And they were really mad that we went on the air and said, we're not doing that. But it wasn't going to work. The mayor was not going to agree to that.
No.
He was fucking pissed.
Yeah, he was fat. He probably would have ate the pie. I got a piss, dude.
Yeah, let's take a little break here. So, anyway, that's why we never did another prank in our careers. Me and Anthony, you can't beat that.
It's perfect.
So, go to my Instagram, Opie Radio. I'm putting all the press clippings up. Stuff I haven't read in years. There's so much silly, stupid shit in there. I'll have another 10 of them today later on after the show. All right. More with Florentine. Ari Shaffir joins us next. Stay there.
More with Opie and Jim. After this.
Hey, this is Dr. Steve from Weird Medicine with another Dr. Steve Medical Minute.
Hey, Dr. Steve. What exactly is a colonoscopy, and when should I get one?
A colonoscopy is just a test that lets your healthcare provider get information about the inner lining of your large intestine. Since there's nothing more sensitive than the eye for detecting irregularities in things, a flexible fiber optic scope with a light is passed, starting at your awful anus and proceeding through the whole colon, ending in the beginning, called the cecum. This is all well and good, but would be impossible with a colon filled with fecal matter, so the day before, you'll be asked to do a colon prep, consisting of a clear liquid diet and a variety of laxatives to make your colonic mucous membrane squeaky clean.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
If they see something horrid, they can biopsy it through the scope. This is a great way to diagnose polyps, diverticular pouches, inflammatory bowel disease, and even cancer. It's recommended that you have a colonoscopy after age 50 or 10 years before a first-degree relative had colon cancer. In other words, if one of your parents had colon cancer at age 45, you should have your first colonoscopy at age 35. Other reasons to have one include rectal bleeding, chronic bowel dysfunction, or unexplained abdominal pain. As always, talk to your healthcare provider for more information and happy defecating. Be sure to check out Weird Medicine Saturdays at 10 p.m. Eastern.
And now, Opie and Jim are back.
30 years ago today, David Lee Roth left Van Halen.
Oh, wow.
But he's back.
Big news.
That's big news, right?
Well, he had the solo career, because remember he did the California Girls, and
Sure.
Just Gigolo. He put that EP out, and then he wrote a movie. He was going to do a movie, and
was everybody talking about that when he left Van Halen? Was that the biggest news story in music?
Oh my God!
Because 1984 was their biggest record.
Yeah,
with Jump and Panama on it and stuff. So Hot for Teacher.
They were.
They
were
were
right
right after
1984.
Yeah,
they were right at the pinnacle of just continuing to have monster records, and then he said, "Fuck
just
that!
Left.
I'm the man." And decided to start a solo career, which definitely did well.
His first two records, his solo career did great, and Van Halen got Sammy Hagar. They were both doing arenas after their first albums.
Where was Hagar playing?
Hagar just had his own solo career. I Can't Drive 55. He had a pretty decent solo career.
Yes, he did. The Red Rocker.
Yeah, he met Eddie at they both had these wild cars and stuff like that, and the mechanic introduced them. Went down there. Yeah, that's he never, Sammy Hagar, I kind of know who he is, and he's like, come on, join the band. He wanted Patti Smythe from Scandal to join him. This was a little later, actually. He wanted a female up front.
I remember her.
And
Patti Smythe, you think she would have been able to pull that off?
No, but she used to work at the comic strip in New York City. She was a waitress there, Patti Smythe.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Can you turn us up?
Is she married to John McEnroe? Or is that Patti Smith?
Yeah, it was Patti Smythe, yeah.
That she's married to McEnroe?
Yeah, I don't know if they're still married, but that was the one.
Wait, we always get this confused.
Yeah, I always mix up the names.
Patti Smith or Patti Smythe?
Patti Smythe. Scandal.
Scandal, yeah, that's the one that's married to John McEnroe.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Patti Smith's the one with the hairy armpits, right?
Yeah, but Smythe,
He wanted
Smythe.
Patti Smith is the one I like.
Yeah.
She's more mellow.
I like the Smythe one.
I like the Smith one.
Yeah.
You like the Smith one because of the armpits?
Yeah, well,
You like hairy armpits
she gets
on
down.
a chick?
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
She was not a looker. Show us Patti Smith for real.
She's like PJ Harvey, kind of ugly hot.
Her Easter album. That's the cover where we always reference, where she has the hairy armpits. I don't know.
That looks like Shadow.
She was good looking for a couple weeks, I guess. In general, though, not so much.
That's nice. If I saw that in the street or in a subway,
You like
be
that,
into
right?
it, yeah.
Ari Shaffir?
No deodorant? Would you mind if she had no deodorant? I don't mind that.
I would mind that.
Honestly, I like a little stink. If she's gonna go natural, just be a chimp.
You like to smell asshole, though, don't you?
Oh, I am it right now as we talk. But no, you know,
He likes to take a whiff.
I don't mind that. But I don't like a dingy, awful smell. But yeah, scent can turn me on a lot.
A little dinge.
Yeah.
A little dinge mixed in there.
Pheromones, right?
Wow.
It's a little rough, isn't it?
Maybe in the middle of it, if you're banging,
just a slight
some smell,
dinge.
that's fine. But I don't before.
Yeah, I like to work up a smell in the middle.
Yeah, in the
To
middle,
let you know, like,
absolutely.
I
All
did
worked
this.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ari Shaffir is in studio. So there you go with the David Lee Roth, and they're touring again. I got to go see that.
My friend just went. Yeah, he said he loved it.
Oh,
really?
When they played in
High kicks and
Hollywood, right?
stuff. Yeah.
At Jimmy Kimmel, or did they have a regular
Yeah, they
show
did like
after that?
7 or 8 songs right on the right.
No, I know that, but did he go to an
I think that's where it was.
Oh,
at
okay.
Kimmel.
Yeah, because that was them getting the whole thing started. They sounded great. We played something yesterday on the show. So
David Lee Roth with a Band-Aid on his face.
we love David Lee Roth. We became friends with him. He comes in here.
I met him at the store once.
He
He was so
rules.
cool. He just looks like this old Jewish man. And then it's like he has these stories of 7 ways.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
know.
what?
I bet you he's had threesomes.
I think he said he had either 5 or 6.
Yeah.
We admitted to us
At the same
one
time?
Yeah, remember we were talking
5 or
about
6 people at once.
5 or 6 chicks at the same time.
Wow.
What a year that was.
Why does his neck look like
He's always straining.
Spoils? Oh my god, that looks like it hurts.
His energy is just fucking amazing.
I know.
He looks like Wolverine if he didn't work out.
Who do we have in here? Doc Gooden?
Yeah.
Was it the Doc Gooden
Oh, when
day?
Doc Gooden was here, yeah.
Doc Gooden is in here spilling his guts about his, drug abuse and how it just fucked up his life. And David Lee Roth not getting it. It's like, yeah, man, I can relate.
Yeah. He's like the same thing in the 80s.
Yeah. And we're like, no, you see, it kind of worked out for you. It didn't work out as well for him.
Yeah, Doc is sad about this.
He was almost in tears as he's really spilling his guts to me and Jimmy. And there's David Lee Roth
Sounds
like,
awesome.
oh, yeah.
He was
That reminds me of the time in San Jose.
Doc Gooden's book opens with him talking about smoking crack in the fucking projects as the World Series parade's happening.
Oh, yeah, he overslept it, right?
Well,
he
that
was,
was the excuse, but he was actually in a crack house.
he was smoking crack in a project. So he kept saying, I'm going to go. One more hit. And then all of a sudden he's on TV and his teammates are calling him, where are you, man? We're getting ready to go. And he's just watching it and he just couldn't pull himself away. It's so frustrating when you read it. Like, ugh.
Right.
Fucking awful place.
Unbelievable. He was great on the
He
show.
was so dominant for 2 years.
Yeah.
It was like
He fucked up his
nobody
whole
could touch him.
career.
Yeah.
And then he pitches a no-hitter as a Yankee. How great is that?
Yeah.
Came back later. What a story that
What a
was.
dick in the ass of the Mets that is.
Oh, yeah. That's right. It's Crosstown.
Strawberry comes over and does really well with the Yankees.
Oh, David Cohn did it too. David Cohn threw a no-hitter
Was
with
he a
the
Met
Yankees.
first? Oh, God.
He wasn't a Met,
Yeah.
though. Was he?
Oh,
He was a
yeah.
Met.
I didn't
Cohn
remember
was
that
a
he was a
Met.
Met. You're right.
Yeah.
He
David
absolutely
Cohn
was a Met.
Yeah.
I had a friend in high school or in college. We went to see the Yankees and Strawberry was playing. My friend was a big pothead and stuff, and he started yelling "boo" when Strawberry got introduced. And I was like, "Why? Why are you booing him?" He's like, well, "He does drugs." And I was like, "You do drugs? What are you talking about?" Let me sit down.
Perfect game. Thank you. Yes, it was a perfect game.
Cohn was.
Yeah.
Gooden was just a no-hitter.
Gooden was a no-hitter. Right?
Boring.
Yeah, I know.
And then we had Darryl Strawberry in here, and his book is still over there. And he wrote a God book with his new chick. They were nice. They were nice people, but we wanted some stories.
Not God.
Well, but she saved him. Like, he was in a St. Louis crack house when, where was it?
Yeah, it was in
Louis?
St. Louis, yeah.
Yeah, St. Louis crack house. And she dragged him out of there.
Wow. That's
And,
nice.
and
So
pretty
that's-
much saved his life and got him going again.
One God a book's not bad for a payback for that.
I don't know. We just wanted some stories.
Yeah.
Wanted some baseball stories, some getting your ass eaten in the dugout.
I can't tell you that, but I can tell you when Jesus Christ is coming back.
Exactly. I don't want to hear about that. I want to hear about when Mookie walked in on you fucking a fat girl.
Right.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, right. He's basically saying, "Oh no, that was my past." I'm like, "What do you mean your past? You were on the Mets.
So
you won
talk
the World
about your
Series.
past. What do you want to talk about
Holy
now?
fuck.
The wiffle ball game you're playing? Come on.
I don't really pay attention to baseball anymore." And
Did he say that really?
I don't really go to games.
Yeah.
You were here for that?
Yeah, I was here that day.
Okay.
Because I remember I said, my friend Jim Norton hasn't been in a relationship. Can you give him some advice? And they both looked at you and they're like, "Oh man, this guy needs help."
They wanted to bring you to a church.
Yeah, they were like, "Let's."
What was her name? I want to say Tracy or something.
You might have been. She's very nice. I mean,
she was very nice.
She's a god lady. That's all.
We're not really trashing them. We just wish we got some good stories out of them.
God is boring.
Whatever.
Yeah, God stories are boring. They're never good.
Yeah, Ari, congratulations on all the heat Stern gave you.
Thanks.
I'm serious. I'm sitting there going, this is great for Ari Shaffir.
It actually did not matter at all. I heard him saying like, "Oh, I'm making him famous," and I looked at my podcast numbers, and they were the lowest in 10 weeks.
No,
for that week.
You didn't get a little bump?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It does nothing. He has no real reach anymore. He has his loyal listeners, and that's it. And he bothers everyone with his irrelevancy. His obscurity has not caught up to his irrelevancy, so he's annoying people with his presence.
You want to go knock on his door?
How far down is he? Is he right here?
I'll bring you down. A lot of the Stern people.
I'll say hi to him.
We could at least knock on the door and see if he'll have you today.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed for Howard. I mean, he's done a lot for this business, but he's so out of touch with what podcasting is doing and what it's capable of doing in the future.
It ain't just that. He didn't get the Black Keys. He's like, they're not good.
I love the Black Keys.
Everybody does. So do critics. Everyone in the world loves the Black Keys, except old 61-year-old Stern. Go judge your juggling contest.
Look, I'm getting up there too, but I understand that the Black Keys are awesome. I've already seen them twice.
Yeah, they're great, right?
Yes.
They play good live.
Dan Soda turned me on. I mean, I knew like the massive fucking songs, obviously, but then when you really settle in, you're like, fuck, every song they do is great.
Blues rock.
I have no opinion on them.
Really?
I don't dislike them.
You just never got into them.
Just never. Yeah. But
all right, that's valid at least.
I don't think they stink on it.
Nah.
What about Next Girl?
Yeah, that's a great song.
Thank you.
Next Girl.
And Gold on the Ceiling, overplayed, but God, it's a great song. But yeah, Howard's thoughts on the podcasting was just ridiculous.
I don't understand why people like that just don't say, "Oh, I don't really know about that."
Right.
And then tell me about it instead of saying, "Oh, I know all I need to know."
And what I was yelling at, because someone sent me the clip. No, actually, I listen to him every fucking day. No, of course not. But someone sent me the clip, and it's Ari. We know Ari very well. So I listened. It was about 20 minutes. I'm like, wow, he's so out of touch on this one.
Yeah.
He's trying to tell podcasters to go knock on radio station doors and do it the way he did. But he left regular radio because he knew he couldn't do it anymore that way.
That's a great thing. He would have loved podcasts. The freedom he would have gotten back in the day when he was being held back.
If Howard was coming up now, he would not be knocking on radio station doors. He would be in podcasting.
But one thing Howard has always stood for, and that is not letting other people come up.
Right.
And so as podcasts got more popular, he's like, well, this is not what I normally do. I try to keep them down.
Right. Well, yeah.
Just stop free speech.
The business is supposed to end when he leaves. Like everyone's supposed to just disappear because there's going to be no one that's going to be as good as him ever.
Yeah, I guess.
But I don't think podcasting is there yet. But I mean,
no, but it's like his listeners after his show, they turn on Bill Burr's podcast,
right?
And so all his listeners,
or Rogan's,
yeah,
Ari Shaffir, or
and so like we listen to
the
this.
rest of them.
What's your problem with it? We all listen to this, and you. It's great.
I mean, the money's still not there. I mean, a few of you guys are making money.
It's there for a lot of people,
but that's gonna figure itself out as it moves forward.
It helps with the draw on the road.
It helps
for sure, so
sell
much.
Tickets and then people come. They buy merchandise and helps you sell out shows. You hit bonuses, all that stuff.
And honestly, even the advertising, I paid for my rent last year in New York just off that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I did Bruce Buffer's podcast yesterday.
Really?
I don't know when it airs. Yeah.
Nice.
It was a phoner.
Right.
But he's a pretty good radio guy. He's got one on like Fox Sports or whatever, but he was good.
He's got such a good voice.
He does. And he's an on point kind of interviewer, and he's really entertaining.
Wow.
I mean, there's a lot of bad podcasts out there.
Sure.
And they'll go away because everyone's like, fuck, I could podcast. So they're all doing it, but they're going to start dropping out.
You also, Stern is always like, you got to move in your market, go from number 5 to number 3 in your market. And it's like, or you could just try to gain listeners and don't care where you rank against other people.
Right.
And just do it as long as you want because you can't get canceled. So you're fully free.
But him to say that you guys should just do it the way he did and on regular radio, no. His hands were tied to the point he gave up a huge audience to move over to Sirius XM.
I think he made a mistake.
And his numbers are still nowhere near what he was doing on regular radio. Same with us, by the way.
He took the money and went to it. Yeah.
Well, and
went
the
for
freedom,
less draw.
and the freedom, because he knew that a lot of the stuff that made him famous he just couldn't do anymore.
I think it was a smart move creatively, because it's like it's stunk being on regular radio. It's fucking horrible.
But to ignore the fact,
curse, you can't even.
You can't allude to things. You can't do certain ethnicity impressions because they dump back. It's unbearably awful.
I was on regular radio last week and I tried to clean it up in Sacramento, and I was like, and the man was masturbating, and they're like, no, too far already. I'm like, I changed from jerking off.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the line? I don't even know your line anymore.
Half the time you're trying to tell a story. Yeah, so last night in the hotel, can I say I took care of myself? No, and they give you another word. All right, I did that. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
What was the word they let you do?
I forget what it was, but I'm like, can I say take care of him? They're like, no, I don't know about that. Maybe play, something.
But that's the whole point. Howard knew the whole world's regular radio world changed, and he couldn't do what he used to do, and that's why he moved on.
Yeah.
So to say you guys should go and knock on radio station doors was ridiculous.
Because he was done with it. Now we should?
Right.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, think about that.
So
he just sounded like, you almost felt sorry for all my friends that were like, who were fans of his, my comedy friend. They were like, oh, he just really just showed his age, just sounded out of touch. You just want to be like, come on, let's get you home.
But good for you. You got some heat.
Not really. It didn't really do shit.
Really?
That doesn't matter.
No one cares.
I saw your response video with your billboard.
Yeah.
And that was the funny thing, too.
Who are you? You're nobody. I'm like, all right, dude.
As you got a billboard on Sunset Boulevard in L.A.
Yeah.
Like, he should know the name Ari Shaffir by now.
I mean,
You're doing well.
Who does he ask who comics are? Does he ask Jackie the Joke Man Martling who the relevant comedians are? You just don't know them. He's like, well...
He doesn't talk to Jackie the Joke Man.
I've heard of Chris Rock. I've heard of Jerry Seinfeld. Those are big comics. I'm like, yeah, man, 25 years ago. Those were the big comics.
Right. All right, so you didn't get any heat. I'm sorry about that.
Does that billboard on Sunset get you laid out in L.A. at all?
It did get me laid once.
It did?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I had a couple girls called that hadn't called for a long time. I'm like, I saw your bill. What are you up to?
Did you just casually drive by it with a girl in the car?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a good closer.
I didn't know that was there.
That's like a Mariano Rivera. That's a fucking closer.
Yep.
You drive by your billboard on Sunset.
Yeah, there's a convenience store right below it, so I would go there all the time. Try to hit on girls. That'd be great. So what are you doing here? Oh my God, look at that. I didn't
That's
even know.
embarrassing. Look at that bad angle.
Oh, God. Oh, that's still up? Oh, jeez. That little thing.
I was out with a girl in a pizza place once after I did Dangerfield. It's like 2001.
Yeah.
And I'd shot an episode of Ed on NBC, and they were rerunning it. And she was facing me, and the TV was up behind her, and I just, coincidentally, they're playing my episode. So the key was to get her to turn around and see, but she somehow saw that I was on, and she was like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my, I didn't even know. And, an hour later, her big nippled tits were in my mouth.
Nice.
Big cone nipples.
Almond shaped.
Oh, her fucking nipples were awesome. They were like dunce caps.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love that. Big, giant dunce cap tits.
The ones that perp out, sort of.
Yeah.
A little too pointy.
Yeah, they're like fucking, they're like tinfoil hat nipples. Like, I love those. Love those fucking, like,
Would you fool around with her in the car? Probably.
She might have sucked it. I don't remember where, to be honest. I think I was living with you at that point.
Oh, you were? Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we're talking about Trevor Noah.
Yeah, that guy's so cool.
They are, yeah, absolutely.
But we agreed that he should get in trouble. Those tweets were uncalled for.
They weren't even bad. I don't even see what they
Are you Jewish? Were you offended by his Jewish tweets?
Yeah, he has
No,
some Jewish tweets.
I think it's a serious cause. It needs to be brought up. That I've experienced that. Jewish girls don't swallow. I don't know. Maybe you guys have had sex with more Jewish girls than I have.
They're less uptight than the Catholic ones.
They are less uptight.
Sexually, absolutely.
I just
They're
found
not going to make you wait as much.
Oh, yeah.
As longer.
They're like, come on.
The Jewish
I got
chicks
work
like,
tomorrow.
look, let's just fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you care about swallowing? I don't care what she does with my load. Once it's out of me, she could fucking literally just go and spit on the floor.
It's better when they swallow
in
it,
the
though.
mouth, it feels good. But I don't care where they.
I feel
that
bad.
panicked get up.
You feel bad
when their lips are all full.
Yeah, that when their lips are full and they have to go and they go.
They go spit it in the sink.
Yeah, I love
it's
it.
like, oh, I'm sorry.
Go
I'm
get
sorry
rid of that.
for doing that.
Get rid of that goo, whore. No, I never mind. I'm like, do you want to run to the bathroom? Because I know she's going to come up for a kiss. It's like, just get in there and fucking toothpaste your fucking that cum dumpster mouth out. I'm trying to give me a peckaroo.
I would like if they blow bubbles with it. Just like, whoa.
Oh, you want to go to love your cum.
Yeah, but they're going after Trevor Noah. And a lot of these tweets are some were as far back as 2009.
It's just like they look for something to be angry about.
And they can only
find it.
They can only find 6 to 8 tweets out of the thousands that he has tweeted.
But it's like, why? Who cares? You don't know what was going on that week or what was in the like. You're just taking everything out of context. Who cares?
Well, normally they don't do that. The press, they're usually so thorough and good at their jobs.
One of these dopes said that Twitter's not a place to work out your comedy.
That's exactly wrong.
Thank you. We said that earlier.
First of all, lots of comics get jokes from Twitter. I've probably gotten 2 good jokes from Twitter. I'm like, I think I can use that. And second of all, yeah, the point is just whip out a bunch of jokes. If I'm following a comic, I want to hear a bunch of jokes. If 3 out of 4 are good, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are they always worrying about the jokes they don't like? Why don't you just push the jokes you do like?
Yeah, they didn't talk about any jokes of his that were really good or relevant or funny. They just they pick out the ones they don't like.
Right, and just assume this is the guy. You want this guy? Look at his 6 tweets that we found.
Is this all he can do? No.
It's
not all he can do.
I would much rather watch a guy with controversial tweets than a guy who tweets politely.
Yeah. You know what I was really thinking? Is because it seems like it's the same group of 6, 7, 8 bloggers who go after, anytime there's something that doesn't happen, they like. I was thinking, like, maybe we should stop letting them take pot shots at comedians' jobs. And maybe this might be too far, but go and look at their family members and see if they've had tweets that are objectionable. And then start a campaign to get their father or their brother fired from their job.
Right.
And say, if you continue to come after us and our free speech, we're going to fight back.
Yeah.
You can't just get off scot-free.
But it's not, and honestly, it's not just them, though. We were talking this morning. It's not just these young bloggers who are douchey.
Mm-hmm.
It's these people on Morning Joe who are our age. They're in their fucking 40s and their 50s. They're not kids.
Yeah.
They're fucking grown-ups.
Right.
And the guy they were interviewing, it's just not comedy. The guy was fucking 55 years old.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, always that. It's just not comedy. I don't see the humor. It's like, okay.
You could say I don't find it funny, but to say it's not comedy is ridiculous. Obviously, it's comedy.
Yeah.
The tweets were structured like jokes.
Clear
That's
jokes.
comedy.
He's a good joke writer.
Right.
Trevor Noah's a good joke
Whether
writer.
you laughed or not, that's up to you, fine. But you can't argue that it's...
When people say something's not funny at all, like on a YouTube comment, and then at like those old Amazing Racist things, I'm always like, fuck, this isn't comedy, it's not funny, but it's always like, well, look at that guy who said funniest things I've ever seen.
Right.
You can say it's not for me.
Right.
Yeah. You can't say it's not funny at all if people are laughing.
Well, I think you have to punch up. I don't think there should ever be a victim in a joke. That's just me.
Ari, didn't that come back like a few years later with the Amazing Racist videos?
It comes up all the time,
like
every
6
9
months
months
ago.
or so.
Something, what was it, like 9 months ago or something? Something happened.
It's like I wake up to a bunch of tweets. Instead of 20 tweets overnight,
Right.
it'll be like 150. And I'm like, oh, some DJ, some Mexican Spanish language
that's
DJ
what happened
found
last
it.
time, right?
Someone posted this somewhere.
Yeah, and said, look at this guy who's doing this to our people. And it's like, it was 12 years ago. I'm not doing anything. You don't know how the internet works. This is not live.
Right. Yeah.
And then they all just get mad and it goes away.
But what kind of, is there any real blowback or is it just people getting annoyed at you?
It's occasionally they'll go after. It's like I've lost a commercial here or there.
Oh,
But it doesn't matter. It's just, it's 5-10 grand, but I get to continue being a free comedian. So none of that money shit matters.
Yeah, but they're coming after you guys more and more now. It's unbelievable.
I feel like it's gotten almost hacky on their end.
Yes.
It's like, are you ever going to get bored of it? Like just going after comics? It's like, for what?
That's the world we live in. We said that earlier too. It's
almost like
just trying to find someone to be mad at and get someone in trouble. That's what everyone's jobs are now.
I love when I see somebody on Twitter post something. It's like, hey, what you said was wrong. And then someone else will shit on them. Like, that's transphobic. And they're like, no, I'm defending. And they just get mad at each other. You guys just looking to get mad.
And then you step back and just watch. Like, wow.
Everybody, why don't you all just calm down and smell a flower?
Right.
I like when they get mad at each other, though, on Twitter and they start fighting. I enjoy a good Twitter battle that just erupts over something I said. It's so stupid to be arguing.
I like a Facebook comment and just watch on the comments of your Facebook post. Just let them fight in there.
Yeah.
It's like you made a little world.
And boy, they do.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see Comedy Central standing behind Trevor Noah, though.
It's great.
I was a little nervous about that. I'm not going to lie to you. I was wondering if they were going to fucking crack.
They're right.
But they're doing a very good job with this.
What do they say?
They're basically, what did we say earlier? Yeah, here's the quote. Like many comedians, Trevor Noah pushes boundaries. He is provocative and spares no one, himself included. To judge him or his comedy based on a handful of jokes is unfair. Trevor is a talented comedian with a bright future at Comedy Central. When these news channels were discussing this morning, they didn't even read the statement from Comedy Central.
They did not. What did they say?
Oh, look at these look at these tweets. This guy's a bad person, basically.
Oh, of course they didn't read
6
the statement.
tweets, most of them, like I said, from 2009 and 2012.
And
You hear my tune change if they said, if I got a call from my Jonathan, my manager, and he goes, you know what, Comedy Central might want you to do this. You have no idea how fast I would turn on Trevor Noah.
Your name's in line.
That racist bum, that anti-Semite. Oh, I'd be all over him.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. How could he say those things? I was joking yesterday. If I got a gig like that, how many tweets back would they have to go before I knew I was fired? Like, how far back?
Like a week?
Yeah, it's not long. There's so many things to pick out.
Tweets or a Google search.
Yeah, where you call people cunts. Like, I mean, there's so many tweets I've done that would just ruin me.
Everyone's guilty.
Just a picture of your face.
Yeah, that would probably do it.
Like, seems creepy.
Yeah, it is a visual thing.
Everyone's guilty of shitty stuff in their past, including these dumb news anchors.
That's great. I love when Brian Williams got caught just lying.
Yeah,
wow. That was amazing. He's done, right? He's done.
We all think so.
He's still on suspension for a couple more months.
Yeah, but Lester kept the audience pretty much, so now they're like, okay.
Lester from Willie Tyler and Lester?
Yes, it's really amazing.
Yes.
Wow. The little guy is off doing something else while he's reading the news.
Wow.
Yeah, it's Kevin Hart.
Yeah, they were just hoping that Lester or anyone that will hold the fucking audience, and they certainly did just that, so now they could go, all right, what do we do with this guy? How are we going to do this?
That whole job as journalist is only based on everyone trusting everything you say.
Yeah,
right.
He has to be fired. That's a rough one.
You just can't do it anymore.
But I'm sure they all lie too, but they just haven't been caught yet.
Yeah, well, it's like, Hillary lied about that fucking being under fire in Bosnia or whatever it was.
Right.
Now this psychopath is going to run for president?
Right.
Like, is that who you want? This has nothing to do with their politics. You're a psychopath. If you lie about being in battle and you're not, you're a fucking psychopath.
You would remember that.
Of course you would.
Because then they're like, well, my memory's a little, foggy.
Especially when
you
there's
would
cameras,
remember.
when cameras are following you everywhere. You're still going to make up a lie like that?
Right.
Did he say he was actually in battle, or was there like bombs going off nearby?
No, he said that his helicopter was shot and hit with bullets. But then it turns out his helicopter wasn't. It was way behind, like an hour behind. And he asked what happened. He was not even part of that convoy.
He just lied about
then
it.
He tried to lie again. Well, it was a convoy, and with the one in front of me, not mentioning that it was an hour. He's just a fucking jizzbag trying to. He said I conflated the stories.
Yeah, for a while he made it sound like the helicopter that was hit was right in front of him. And then it turns out, like Jimmy said, he was
lied.
an hour behind.
Just lied.
He fucking lied, just like Hillary lied.
I've lied too.
Sinbad outed Hillary. He was on the plane, and he's the one I think that said, we didn't get shot.
Wow.
I believe it was Sinbad.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's not hard to spot a liar. We've all lied. We're just not in a job where we're supposed to not lie.
It doesn't matter.
Well, it's like my opening line in my stand-up. You know how a politician's lying? Their lips are moving. And then I pause for the laugh.
Wow, that's not bad.
That's a good opening joke.
For the laugh and applause.
So you do that just to get the crowd on your side? Like, let me open with something so they get right into my stuff?
Yeah. It's like in my new special, Take No Prisoners. They know exactly the type of material I'm going to be giving them. Their lips are moving. Ooh, this guy's politically savvy. He's really going to...
You wear one of those round hats with like the...
Yeah, like a fucking, what are they, fedora?
Wicker? What are they made of?
All right, this other thing with you is all bullshit, right?
Maybe, probably.
The old clip that's making the rounds?
Yeah, none of that matters. I don't know. I've been out shopping for apartments. It's a way bigger issue. These brokers in New York are still charging a month and a half rent.
No kidding.
I thought you had an apartment and didn't you lease it out?
Yeah, but then you got to re-up for it. I let my friends stay there, but they got to re-up for a year. I don't want to stay there another winter. I don't like that. I'd rather go month to month. But these fucking brokers, they show you nothing. A month and a half, $5,000 you got to pay them to show you the same shit everybody else is paying. It's such a crooked city.
So why don't you go on Airbnb? You can find some really good deals. I love how they're throwing people out of their apartments out of Airbnb.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the fucking landlords are pissed off.
Right.
You know, I mean, you're renting this apartment for me, and then you're going to lease it out for $600 a night.
Right.
I think the landlords are right. Like, you know, you can't go online and just advertise someone's apartment while you making a profit on it.
Yeah, and also the problem is, like, I have an apartment. I don't want some guy, like, who's not accountable doing heroin next door. He's going to be gone
absolutely.
next week.
So there was a big case there. The guy got fucking evicted. He got thrown out. He had a really nice apartment.
Whatever happened with the swingers party? Remember we had that story?
The fat people?
Oh, yeah, there was some giant swingers
we had
party.
the guy in, right?
Yeah.
At an Airbnb, right? They threw some
It was a
crazy
comedian?
sex party.
It was a comedian, right? Yeah. And he...
listeners got mad at him for some reason. I don't remember what.
I'm trying to remember now.
Ooh.
I don't remember.
He was renting out his place, right, to swingers when he was out of town?
No, he didn't know that there were swingers.
Oh,
it was a fat swingers party.
And they destroyed his apartment, basically.
With cum?
They just moved all his furniture out of the way to make big floor spaces for the people. Yeah, they left it really filthy.
Yeah, they do that in the Hollywood Hills. They rent out stuff for pornos.
Right, yeah, we've heard that over the years.
They're probably cleaner than a big bunch of regular people, though, because pornos, they know how to fuck.
And they know how to clean up.
Yeah, a bunch of slobs. Why would you ever rent? I could never have a stranger in my space like that.
Never. I don't either. Only comedians I can, let's say, there. I can't rent it out.
Never a comedian, unless I'm there.
Really?
No one in my space. Going in and out of my fucking apartment, looking through my shit. Ugh.
Yeah, you know they're going to look at your shit.
You know they're going to look at your shit.
Touching your stuff. Just I don't want people touching my stuff. Their dumb fingers.
People can't help themselves. They're going to look at your shit.
Yeah, rifle through,
let me see
rifle.
what's in here.
Let's touch this. Open up.
What's in this closet?
What's this? Ooh, I'm just pawing through. I'm just curious.
But we're all like that.
It's just between me and the gate post. No one will know.
That's why he doesn't want people in there. He knows he would do the same shit.
We all would.
Yeah, I love looking at people's stuff.
If you're left alone in a room, you're just looking at whatever you can.
Hey, look at this.
What is this character?
It's just every comic that would ever try to stay in my apartment. Let me just peek through his jackets and see what's in the apartment.
Let me look under the couch. What's under the couch here?
Ooh, keepsakes.
Keepsakes.
This is what a fucking mo I am. I actually have a thing that's labeled mementos.
Oof.
Really?
It's bad.
What's in it? What's in your mementos?
Just mementos. Just
like
things.
What though? Yeah, have an
DVDs
example.
of a memento.
Yes, exactly.
Is it from your career or from your personal life?
Like cool things that I got to see. Like if I went and could see a play and I saved something.
Tickets?
Yeah, no, I like old flyers that I'm on.
Ticket stubs.
I'll find something that me and Florentine did in 1992.
Wow.
And save it. And I'm like, yeah, that was kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
A dumb thing that you like, I'll save stuff like that now because I'm like, all right, well now it's 2014, 2015, but you know, in 2040, if I'm still, you know, if I'm not dead, I'll kind of look back on this and go, wow, that was a long time ago.
And it'll be helpful that you can find the box because it says mementos on
It's always nice to know what's on it. You don't like that there's mementos written on it? Why? It's appropriate. That's what's in there.
Well,
would you prefer keepsakes?
He needs to know what's in the box.
Yeah.
What's he write? Like career stuff?
You can just write stuff on the box.
No,
but
Jimmy's
stuff
got
could
a
mean
lot of
anything
stuff.
now.
He knows what the box is. How many boxes
He
does
might not
have?
know in
Mementos.
10 years.
Jimmy has a lot of fucking boxes.
You don't like
That's
the
the
lid
problem.
More ways than one. It's just me being a cool guy. That's a lot of puss. Yeah, mementos, I think some.
You still got old chargers? Did you finally get rid of that shit?
I went through I went on a tear and cleaned up my apartment.
Oh, good.
I threw out all my old chargers.
Nice.
And then I fucking can't find my fucking headphones. I threw out all my iPhone headphones, so I had no headphones yesterday. Feast or famine jerk off.
He would save his old phone chargers.
Did I leave my headphones here?
Why would you save them?
Just in case you need them again.
Just black
I'm saying there's no point. I know, but everyone saves them.
Okay.
I was saving my Toshiba 6-gig laptop fucking disk installation instructions. I finally get rid of that. I'm like, what am I doing?
Someone wants you to lighten up. I don't know. This is going to be a total chance here, but fuck it. Jerry, go ahead.
Hey, Jimmy, lighten up, Francis.
Why?
Why, yeah.
And then you homos touch my stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Good old Stripes.
Any of you homos touch my signed Liddell glove.
And you almost touched my stuff. I forgot about that.
I don't think you could say that line
you.
anymore. Any of you homos. What a great
It's a great word.
Homos.
One of the greatest words ever.
What are you, a homo?
Yeah, really sums it up. Your answer had to be immediately, no, I'm not.
Right.
Immediately you knew the response to that.
What are you, a
no,
homo? And you had to
no.
say it like that. You didn't, you had to just exaggerate the word.
Yeah, what are you, a homo?
Homo.
Right, how many times have you yelled that at yourself in a mirror? We all have, haven't we?
Crickets.
Yeah.
After you write memento on a box.
Yeah, then you just stand in the mirror. What are you, a homo? Memories come back.
So you'll get an apartment, Ari.
No, I'll get one. I just got to look around for it a little bit.
And this city is extremely corrupt. This state is extremely corrupt.
Yeah, here's my problem. I think, personally, though, when those buildings collapsed on 9th Street.
Whatever.
9th, whatever
Did you
it
have a
was.
place that you were about to
7th
get there?
Street. No, but I
Second
saw
Avenue.
that, and I was like, my first thought was, fuck, fewer units, more people looking.
Wow,
I did
really?
not feel anything for the victims in any way. I was just selfish.
But there's people dying every day, too. And those
Yeah.
apartments become available.
And new construction all over the place.
Dude, when I was looking, that was the shit,
Yeah,
man.
you cruise the bits.
Holy fuck.
Oh, the Jacobsons were killed in a fire, were they? Not at home?
They showed us one apartment. It's like, yeah, it needs a little work, but the location is wonderful. And it was so obvious someone died in this apartment, and they just locked the door, and it's like they're finally opening the door again.
Wow.
The smell, the windows were so like fogged over with dirt and all sorts of soot and shit. And all this guy's stuff was just still there.
Really?
They didn't even clean it out.
There's nothing worse than looking through apartments from like the buildings that were built in like 1978, 1980. It has early 80s decor, like that fucking goldish colored metal on the bottom in the lobby. It's
Right.
fucking
Oh,
the
yeah.
worst. I went into one I looked recently, and it looked like a Miami apartment because there was like marble on the floor, but it looked really tacky. I'm like, this is just wrong.
Yeah.
In New York, they're like, yeah, it's like a Florida motif. It's just got old, rickety fucking cabinets. Like, there's nothing worse than a New York apartment that needs to be gutted completely to be livable.
And then they charge an arm and a leg.
Oh, through the nose, I always
It's
say.
ridiculous.
Yes, up the wazoo to keep it clean.
Oh.
What are you going to pay for? So what are you going to get a studio?
No, I got a 1-bedroom.
What is that going to be, about $3 grand?
10 G's a
4 grand?
month. What the
Something like
fuck?
that.
Doing good.
Something like that.
10 G's a month. What the fuck? You're doing good.
You can barely touch
Great advice. My new financial planner.
10 G's a month.
You can barely touch anything for $3,000.
Yeah.
You get like an okay thing. You just got to really look for it. That's
Yeah.
crazy. My
That
other
is.
place in LA was 1, and I had a pool and central heat.
Yeah, but this is the Big Apple. Fucking 10 G's a month. You can afford it. You're doing good. Just like
Hey, I'm thinking of getting a car. I'm thinking about a used Honda. It seems reliable.
Ah, come on. Fucking Lisa Mercedes. 15 G's a month. You're doing good. Keep doing the same joke. I just can't stop.
All right, you're going to Australia, huh?
Yeah, Australia and Thailand.
Thailand.
On the way back.
Oh, no. Well, we'll never see Harry again.
I know.
Dude,
Fucking Gary Glitter.
I could easily turn homeless there with the drugs and the lady boys.
Yeah.
I go nuts.
Have you ever been?
No.
Wow, what are you going to do?
You doing stand-up in Thailand, too?
I'm going to do a show in Bangkok, just like a show, just to do it.
Right.
But I want to shoot a rocket launcher. I want to ride an elephant. I want to go to kickboxing with like 6 lady boys on my arm. And I don't know what else there is to do.
Nice.
What about the hookers?
A lady voice, probably.
I heard there's a new type of chlamydia there that's resistant to everything.
Oh, really?
Super chlamydia.
Yeah.
Who tells
That
you?
I'll take the soup.
I'm going to love introducing it to America.
Oh, God.
You won't wear a condom?
Fuck no.
Have a boy.
Even in Thailand?
You gotta know what it feels like, man.
Oh,
Faith in the
fuck.
Lord.
Now, what do
I
you
hear
do if
that.
a chick says, look, I want you to wear a condom? You getting ready to fuck? What do you say? What's your excuse?
I say, I just
what
say,
do you know? You're
Look
7.
me in the eye. No, I put it on. Look me in the eye. It's good. I'm good. No, I don't know. I go, okay, do you have one? And they're like, no, do you? I'm like, no. And they go, what about in your drawer? I'm like, oh, there's many there. Fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'll put one on if they ask me to. No, first I try to talk them out of it.
You do?
Yeah, I'm like, well, okay, do you have anything? Here's when I got tested. I'll tell you all about all the girls I fucked in between. think
I
I'm
have that
okay.
speech after sex.
No symptom. Really?
Yeah, you don't have anything, do you? Okay. I should have asked before, but I was afraid you'd say yes and I'd not be able to fuck you. Always ask after.
I'm more concerned with the babies.
Always after.
So what do? You don't come inside of them?
Oh, what do you, really?
No, you don't come inside.
Of course you do.
No.
Show 'em who's boss. So what? So what if she wants to? What does she want? $3 grand a month? Fuck it, you're doing good. You can afford it.
How have you not been caught yet?
I got chlamydia once. I don't know.
No,
Dump
I
that
mean-
seed right in the belly.
I mean,
like that,
Norton
yeah.
having a kid.
Yeah, how
Wow.
do you not have children?
I'll fucking pin those legs. I have good aim. I'll fucking pin those legs back, and I just missed the egg. It looks like a bullet going past someone underwater. That's what my fucking cum is like with the egg. Have you ever fucking dump it right in your box, and it'll just tickle it where your belly gets an itch. You're like, oh, that would have been nice. I'll fucking just skim the egg, and it pings off.
like a rock on a
Yeah.
pond.
Have you ever had a scare?
No, not at all.
Really?
No scares for me. Low, deep inside, legs back. See you next month. Do it again.
Wow.
Never
I've had
did.
a couple
No.
abortions, I guess.
No.
Never.
Nah.
What do you mean, not? Like you're above it. Like you're
I am.
not interested in it. It's not about that.
I have good aim. You guys just fucking come and your cum dribbles out dumbly and fucking locks all on the egg. Hello. Not me. I fucking precision aim my jizz. I'm like, move your leg back to the left.
We're going right past the egg.
Right off the egg.
You tease
Right
the egg a
off
little
egg,
bit.
Wraps around into the anus. Next thing you know, it's fucking. It's on the end of a log. It's on the end of a soupy log. Drop it in the toilet.
Hey, you might be in the anus
Yeah.
the whole time, I'm thinking.
Exactly. Fucking nice ricochet load.
Holding the log in, maybe it's like dangling out by the semen load.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a brown tamp hanging out of her anus.
Wow. Never even a scare. Nothing.
No scare.
No
at
scare.
all.
Have you guys?
Of course, every
I
guy's
had one
a
where
scare.
I banged this waitress from a comedy club.
Yeah.
And then like 4 months later, I didn't use a bag. I was irresponsible. I left it in. I was thinking of Jim. And 4 months later, like 4 hours away, I'm doing another club. She goes, I'm going to come see you. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, holy shit, she's pregnant. She's going to break it to me. She goes, yeah, I want to hang with you. I'm like, so for 2 weeks, I'm like, holy shit, she's pregnant. She's going to tell me, and now I'm going to have a fucking kid in Texas. Yeah. And she comes to the show. I'm like, all right, I'll talk to you afterwards. I'm like, I got to focus and get on stage, and I'm not going to deal with it yet. And I just peek out the curtain, and I see her out there. She goes, I'm here by myself. I see her at the table. She's fucking drinking and smoking a cigarette. I'm like, yes, yes. There's no fucking way she's pregnant. Even if she is, the kid's gonna fucking die right now, and I'm good.
Absolutely. You can give birth to a foot. If she gave birth to a foot, you'd be like, I'd be a good dad to that foot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe she was going old school, though.
No, I mean,
old school. Our parents
there was
did
like
all that
fucking.
shit.
I see a shot, a drink, and smoking a cigarette
You're
right
like,
at the table
no
by
way,
herself.
right?
I'm like, yes, and she just wanted to
Doing
fuck
lines
again.
off the table.
I've had a few girls have
beautiful.
scares after I dumped them. A few of them have called me like, I missed my period.
That's
I'm
what
like,
I'm saying.
it's coming. I'm
You know.
100%
You're sure.
confident. 100% confident. No, you're not pregnant, baby.
That's the power of positive thinking.
Oh, wow.
No, I just know I remember where I aimed. That's all. I remember. A lot of times you shoot it off the walls. You just angle a little bit when
ricochet.
you come right off the walls, and it fucking snakes around the egg.
Is this like those 80s commercials with Jordan and Magic Bird?
Yeah.
Like off the rim, off the rafters.
No, but picture a burglar with his back against the wall, sneaking into a room. That's what your cum is like when you fucking hit the wall. It just slides down like fucking.
Jesus.
Yeah, like mold. My cum is like black mold.
Wow.
So you guys.
We're all amazed that you haven't had any
I'm
scares.
shocked by that.
Aries had some
Amazed.
scares. Sam's a homosexual, and Opie and Jim had kids.
Are you still a virgin?
I'm working on it. No, I've never had a scare.
No, he's not even a virgin in his mouth.
Sam's only had sex with one girl.
Oh, yeah, that's
That's
right.
not true.
Exactly.
No.
No.
What do you mean? I thought it was only one girl.
Why?
Because you said you lost virginity to your wife and now you're still with her.
When did I say that?
I don't know.
You
It's
did say
made up.
that.
It's a fabrication.
No, you did say that.
I've never said that in my life.
You said it on the air.
No, I didn't.
Multiple times. You swore on it on the Bible.
Did I?
Yeah, I think so.
You put your awful little half uncircumcised penis on a Bible. Disastrous set of genitals you have.
They're good now.
They're not good now.
They're fine.
No, they're not. I want to mash them. I want to mash this yeah, like with the end of a rock, the way you used to pop caps. Remember I used to pop those caps on fucking
yeah.
concrete
Yeah.
with the end of a rock?
So you wouldn't want to do it his balls?
No, just the head of his cock. The very head.
Mutilate it.
Why?
Like Tim Robbins broke through that pipe in
that movie?
What movie?
Oh, yeah,
movie?
Shawshank.
Shawshank,
Yes. Absolutely. Excellent way to look at it.
Just working on it every day.
And it'll be the
Smash,
same thing.
smash.
There'd be a lot of shit coming out of it.
Oh, boy. A very good observation coming in. This is the reason why Jimmy hasn't had a scare yet. Bobby in Chicago. Go ahead, Bobby.
Hey, what's up, guys? All right. Jim, I really respect you. I think you're an intelligent man, but trannies can't have babies, bro.
and luckily, neither can I.
yeah, right. Hey, have a good one, guys.
Fucking great phone call. Quick, insult, over.
In and out. Hey, guys,
He
bing,
knows.
bang, zoom, he's out.
Our people know. Rick in Charlotte, go ahead. Advice for Ari Shaffir, who's going to Bangkok.
I've been to Bangkok many times, Ari. A couple of quick pointers, if you will. First of all, the prostitute who lets you bang without a condom, that's the one you have to worry about, because you have to worry about the other people she let bang without a condom.
Dude,
the one that
have a sense of community.
What's that?
Nothing.
Okay. Okay. The other thing is, you want the street girls, not the massage parlors. When you walk around Bangkok, there are these massage parlors with 8 to 10 girls outside. Most of the time, 2 to 3 are trannies. Sometimes all of them are trannies. But the street girls, it's 1,000 baht, which is $30, gets you everything. $30. You can do that 3 times a day if you want. The massages.
Don't tell me how many times I can go. I'll give you 2.
Well, Jimmy will hook you up with some meds, but the massages are 3 times the cost of that before you get anything. But you got to pick a girl who's like 4'11" and 80 pounds, so you know it's not a ladyboy. It's a pretty big game.
Are they really hot there, the ladyboys? Are they legitimately hot?
Oh, absolutely. There's the one hooker I was banging. She goes, "Oh, my friend, she like you." I go, "Really?" And I looked at her. She was gorgeous. She goes, "You know she ladyboy, right?" I had no idea. After that, I said, "That's it. If they're not like under 5 feet and under 100 pounds, I'm not taking any chances." Yeah, they're gorgeous. Absolutely. Just not for me.
What happens if you get a ladyboy and then you start fucking? Like what? What's
Nothing.
the protocol?
If you're Jimmy Norton, I mean, you can absolutely go with the flow if you want. Sure. I mean, what could happen? Like Jimmy says, what do you do? Complain to the manager? I mean, it's
May as well play the trombone,
right? Yeah, what the heck? You're already there. It's almost like if you're in a restaurant, you order something, and they bring you something you're not expecting. What are you gonna throw it on the floor?
Yeah.
No, you shove it up your ass.
Thank you, Rick.
$30. That's great.
Great point.
Chris is outside the studio, so we should take a break.
Who?
Chris is here. Kalia.
Oh, nice.
I forgot
Yeah, Chris is here as well.
Okay.
So we got a busy show. We got Jim Florentine, who's playing where? I should have
Uncle Vinny's, April 24, 25.
Yeah.
Point Pleasant, New Jersey. April 29, Morty's Comedy Club, Indianapolis.
No, I got it.
I'm
Sorry.
in Denver this weekend, and Ari, what do you got?
I'm just going to Australia next in April.
Cool.
Nice.
I want to go, so let me know how it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You sticking around?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool.
It's only 30.
I could walk you to the Howard Stern door. You want to try it?
Should we?
Why not?
Should we just go knock?
Yes.
Do you have a yarmulke I can put on so he knows I'm cool? Should we just go down there and knock on his door? And say,
why not?
Does he work? Doesn't he work like 2 days a month?
I don't know if he's here. Is he here today? He might be here today. I think so. Yeah, we'll go knock on his door during the break.
Yeah,
let's see how that works out. All right?
Do you know Chris D'Elia, right?
Yeah, I love Chris D'Elia.
Oh, he's off today? He's off today. You're lucky.
Oh, just because it's a weekday?
I don't know. Whatever. Okay, we're going to figure it out.
More with Opie and Jim. After this. We're back. With Opie and Jim.
Ferrari, nice.
How could you not love that?
Love the Black Keys. Chris, you love the Black Keys?
I don't know. I'm so bad. I don't know anything about music for real.
No.
No, yeah, I wouldn't know this was the Black Keys. Yeah.
Do you listen to music?
No, I really, not really.
Really?
Yeah, I really. Did you not know this about me?
No.
Ari? Yeah, I don't. I just don't really. I don't really care.
What do you do in the car when you're driving around?
I listen to hip hop sometimes, but not. But like just kind of what's on. I'm not like.
So you don't know like weird. You don't know like an Adele song if it came on.
I know that one, the big one, and I know her. And I know her voice.
Wait, but when you were growing up, did you go to concerts or anything?
No.
Why? What were you doing?
I wasn't doing that. Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't like. My first concert was Johnny Cash, which is awesome.
What? Well, that's
no.
amazing.
But I was like a kid, and my parents brought me, and then I just was. I don't think I ever went to one ever again. Maybe I went to like
after seeing Johnny Cash that the entire
time. You probably didn't appreciate it at that age, though.
No. I was 9. You know.
Yeah, fair enough.
You went to a Johnny Cash concert at 9.
No, it's very. I feel happy and very cool that I got to see him.
Yeah.
He's like, I saw Johnny Cash. I don't need to go to a concert ever again.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but also like I'm not the guy who'll like put on a song and just be like, man, like
really
this fucking shit
Stones,
rocks.
Zeppelin, nothing.
No.
Sabbath.
No. The new pop artists, you don't know too much what's going on.
No.
See, and everyone gave me shit. Like, there's no way you haven't heard these songs.
But it's music, though.
Like I know, I know, dude. But
do you not like music at all, or you just don't care about any particular?
I just
genre?
don't really care. I like hip hop, but you know, I just don't. I don't care.
So while your friends were all listening to music and going to concerts, what were you doing during those ages?
I don't fucking know. I was just thinking in my head. I was in my head. I was a fucking weird kid.
Yeah, you weren't worried about that.
What if you get a chick back to your place? She wants to put some music on.
I never did that. I tell you, for real.
You just
What do you tell her?
A lot of times.
What she says, hey, can we put some music on?
Also, like, this is a weird start, but
This is a great start.
I don't
It's a touch of autism.
I never, I don't, I just, like a lot of times, girl, if I have a girl, she'd be like, let's put on music and like do it. And I just, that turns me off because then it's like about the music and then like you feel extra in love or whatever. And I just don't want, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I don't want to like, I'd rather it just be like no sound. It's hotter to me.
Do you think it's, I agree with that. Do you think it's, I find it distracting, like during a massage. If the music has lyrics, I don't like it. Like if it's just spa music, that's okay.
Yeah, why do they add words to those dumb songs? Every once in a while you'll get
that's
one.
how I feel about all songs.
Well, but I get your point. If the song is really good, you can be tricked into actually really thinking you love this girl instead of knowing that you were just doing some pigging.
That's what movies do. When there's a scene that's not emotional enough, they'll add like a background score.
Yeah,
like, oh no, I really care. It's like you're cheating.
Agreed.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, when I was 23 or 4, I made a movie. I directed a movie that was in a film festival. Nothing really happened ever with it. But my whole thing was like, I don't want any fucking music in this movie because I don't want people to like feel emotional about it if they don't feel emotional about it.
Yeah,
yeah,
cheating.
So what will you tell a girl if she says put some music on?
Honestly, I'll be like, I gotta get the, I don't know, like I gotta get. Then let me get into the app and like I gotta do like through the TV. It's gonna take too long.
I don't think it's cheating though.
I like that.
You don't think it's cheating?
No,
I don't always think it's cheating. No, but.
A lot of times.
But a lot of times it is, yeah.
I'll tell you why I don't think so, because with real life, there's love, but there's an ambiance, there's smell, there's all these connecting things that you can't do in a movie. It's like it's a limit.